In this video, we will learn about the basics of routing information protocol, also known as RIP. RIP is used for small networks. It is a pure distance vector routing protocol, means it measures distances or hop counts to reach any destination network address. RIP is used with all Unix systems as there are several alternatives available of it which can perform better than RIP. But here, first we will learn about RIP, then we will move toward other routing protocols. RIP is a pure distance vector protocol, so to measure the distance it uses a hop count as its metric. RIP calculates its metric up to 15 hops. Anything beyond the 15 hops, RIP considered that network infinite route or poison route. After counting the hop, it used Bellman for distance vector algorithm for the best path selection. Let's say if a particular destination is reachable from 6 different paths, means those 6 different paths have equal hop counts to reach that destination. In this scenario, RIP will select up to 4 paths and perform round robin to load balance the traffic. RIP has AD value of 120 and utilize UDP port number 520 for sending and receiving datagram between RIP running routers. RIP sends its full routing table in every 30 seconds to respective neighbors, and RIP has two versions, RIP version 1 and RIP version 2. RIP version 1 is documented in RFC 1058. RIP version 1 does not support VLSM, which means it does not provide the subnet information in its routing updates and summarize the network to their classful boundaries. RIP version 1 support only contiguous networks. We will have a look at it during the configuration part of this video. Just understand it as if router 1 connected with router 2 using a class A IP address and router 2 connected with router 3 with class B IP address, and further router 3 connected with router 4 with class A IP address, then RIP will not support it because the network is discontinuous and it doesn't in the continuous manner. There is class B networks between the class A networks. RIP version 1 broadcasts its updates on address 255.255.255.255 and does not support any encryption and authentication between RIP running routers. Where RIP version 2 is documented in RFC 2543, RIP version 2 does support VLSM and provide network subnet configuration or network subnet information in its routing table. RIP version 2 also support discontinuous networks, and RIP version 2 use multicast address 224.0.0.9 for updates. And RIP version 2 support encryption authentication between router running RIP version 2. As a matter of interoperability in RIP version 1 and RIP version 2 updates, the RIP version 1 send only version 1 update and receive only version 1 updates, whereas RIP version 2 send version 1 updates and version 2 updates, but it only receive version 2 updates. It means if one router is running RIP version 1 and another is running version 2, then they will form a neighborship, but while the updates receiving the updates, the RIP version 2 deny every update which is being sent by router which is running RIP version 1, but router that running RIP version 1 will accept the routing updates which is being sent by the router which is running RIP version 2, because RIP version 2 send version 1 and version 2 updates. So this is the basics of the RIP, and we will see the configuration of the RIP in the next video. So like and subscribe the channel for the next update. Thanks for watching the video.